Hey, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Of course, it's Tuesday and Murphy's Law. On this particular Tuesday, we had a little hiccup, but we're all here and we are so excited that you guys are going to stream with us today. We would like to first off welcome you to the first Terminal 2 Tuesday. Tuesday happens every week. And what does that mean? That's kind of like a loop. It's a calendar. There's 360 days in the year. Day 1, day 2, day 3, it just kind of keeps going. It repeats. Tuesdays repeat every week. You're going to hear a theme today about repeating. What is this all about? What is Terminal Tuesday about? It is all part of Endless Studios' Endless Summer event, where you guys, kids, students, people, adults, young and old, everywhere get to hack our games to win and also play and learn to code. That's right. We are going to play, have fun, and code all for free. Be sure to stay through to the end of today because you can learn how to win some prizes too. My name is Virginia, and I'm the executive producer for Endless Studios, and I'm going to be your host today. So let's get started. So today we're going to learn how to hack using loops. Remember what I just said about repeats? We're going to repeat some things today. Well, guess what? To get a head start, I want you guys all to register to play for free while we chat. You can do that by going to terminal2.com/game/frog squash. I want to make sure that everybody's registered so when we go to play frog squash, you can dive right in. Well, today we're going to do a lot with loops. You see them everywhere in our lives. There are different types of loops, but they all share one thing in common. They repeat an action until told otherwise. That repeat. Some loops repeat forever. Others stop after a set amount of time, and still others continue until the same condition or some other condition is met. A great example of a loop in the real world is a horse galloping. Because we're watching this GIF of this horse, it's just going to kind of gallop forever until Craig, who's hosting this for me, is going to change our slide. But in the real world, what happens? Well, the horse may gallop until it's tired or its rider pulls the reins. That is its control. So just like in programming and in games, the horse's gallop loop is repeating until something says otherwise. There's actually tons of examples in the real world. Think about tires on a car. So they just kind of loop and they kind of roll on and on until the driver presses the gas pedal. It'll go faster, or if they let up, they'll stop when they hit the brakes. Almost everything with the wheel uses loops. Formula One and NASCAR racing both have loops on the car tires. They also have loops on the track. The loop is with every lap until they stop the finish line. That lap is basically a loop. So that lap is what you would kind of call, is that like not the second to second loop. The second to second loop was the fact that the tires were moving. But if you start to think about the whole event, there's loops within the event. You hit the start button. That's going to be the hour to hour, right? Because they're going to keep going around that loops. But these loops also have a list of conditions that all the drivers apply, because this is so they don't crash or get overtaken by another car. So loops can also have conditions to them, the beginning and the end. It's not just video games or racing cars that have loops. Board games and card games have a lot too. So Craig, why don't you go ahead and take us to the next slide? Thanks. Here you guys can see, look at checkers as an example of a loop running until a specific condition is met. You've got to jump those pieces until you can't jump another. If you've ever played the game Sorry, you see loops in actions. You can't move a piece from the starting position until you roll a 1 or a 2. You roll each turn and start moving pieces when you get those number. The card game known as War is also all about loops. Each player reveals the top card of their deck to complete a turn. That's a loop. If the revealed cards match the top loop, it's interrupted and a war loop starts. Each player reveals another card and the higher card wins the stacks. If those revealed cards match, the player draws again. That is a loop within a loop. Meta. Each one stopping and starting based on specific conditions. Well, it's a lot to learn and take in about loops, not only in the real world, playing card games. We're also going to talk about loops in one of our games. So because we're going to talk about our games, I wanted you guys to have a chance to meet our developers, one of our designers from Dragon's Apprentice, Alejo. He's going to join us and show us some of the loops in the game. Alejo works with us from the country Colombia. Hello, Alejo.
Hey there, Virginia. How are you doing? Hello,
I'm
everybody.
good.
It's endless summer for Endless Studios, and it's always summer here. Thanks for having me, and let's start playing Dragon's Apprentice. This is one of our biggest games, one of the most expensive. It's a big adventure of you being the Dragon's Apprentice and defending the world from the evil Shadow Lords that are cursing the land. And you have to go over multiple temples and dungeons where you can find all the keys to wake up the dragon and for it to help you defeat the evil Shadow Lord. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how we can play the game. The host has disabled participant screen sharing. Can you help me with that, Craig? Okay, all right. That should be working now. All right. I'm currently on the Terminal 2 webpage. Here you can click on Start Playing. Then you're going to get introduced to all of the available games we have right now. But I'm going to click on Dragon's Apprentice. We're going to play Frog Squash in a little bit, but first I want to show you Dragon's Apprentice. You click on Start Playing, and then you let the game load, and then we just start playing. So here we got the beginning screen, a little bit of story of what's going on for these, a little bit of the controls. This is our hacking mode, and we're going to explore that in a bit. I'm going to show you that. And let's click on play.
So Alejo, I bet you're going to find some loops right when you get into the game. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Loops are something vital for us, for the developers. We are using them all the time for all sort of stuff in our games. So in this case, we got our character. He's a Dragon's Apprentice, and if you notice, he's animating. He has this animation of running, and that animation has to loop for us to be able to see him constantly running. And the animator doesn't have to animate all the possibilities, all the steps that the player will take, but they just make 2 steps, and those 2 steps are going to get looped. So if you see, when I press one of the keys, or forward, backward, or one of the sides, that tells the game to start using the walk loop, the running loop. I'm sorry, but if I keep pressing it and I stand up and stand close to a wall, it just keeps looping the same animation, and that looping animation will stop in the moment that I get my finger off the key.
And you know what? I think that's called a while loop, which is really similar to the animated horse that we just saw galloping.
Yeah, And the while loops, the thing with the while loops is that the while loops are, they finish after a certain condition is met, and they won't do anything else but that, the stuff that's inside the loop until that loop ends. So there are some other kind of loops, like the for loops, where um, you are using what we call an iterator, and that's just a value, like a box where you add numbers. Usually that value is 0, and every time that the loops executes and does all the steps on the loop, this 0 just gets one more unit, one more number. So the next time the loop starts, it's not 0, it's 1, and so on and so forth. And the condition will be how many times the loop will execute. So that gives you a little bit of leeway of what you want to do. So right now I can use a for loop, like, and that for loop, it's behind the scenes of the game. So this is a little bit of the guts of the game.
Yeah,
So
but as a player, you actually get to control this, right? Through hacking. Are you going to show us that?
yeah, when I press H, I go to the hacking mode of the game, where I can take this eagle eye view over everything, and I can click on some certain objects. For example, this cube that's blocking my way, I can't go through it. And now I can add new rooms, new behaviors to this cube, and I want it to move it to the north, right? I click add rune, move north, and then the game lets me choose how many squares do I want this block to move. So in this, behind the scenes, the game is doing a for loop where it says move this box 1 unit north 5 times. So if I click here, I've set up the room, and I can click play, and then the box moves where I want it to move. So
Nice.
the developers only have to write move forward once, and they just repeat the same action 5 times.
Nice. Nice. So, are there other types of loop, like the main game loop? Like, what does that look like when you're playing the game?
All video games, they cannot have like take into account really all the infinite possibilities of what the player can do. So what we do is that we got a main game loop that it will run all the time. It's constantly running, and that loop is always checking out what are the keys that the player is holding, what's the status of the game, and takes the player input and then does what the game needs it to do. So, for example, there's an enemy that's an evil minion. So right now he's not doing anything. He's waiting for the player. So in the loop, he's currently just looking for the player, looking for the player, looking for the player. So when I get close, he's going to run towards me. He's going to he's trying to chase me. So
Haha.
no, 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 no,
Get out of
no,
there. Get out of there.
no,
Oh, go.
nope.
Trick.
So I got out of the range of this guy. So if I get closer again, he's going to chase me, and it's going to loop the chasing action until I'm at a certain distance of them, and it's going to attack. So it's getting closer, and now it's attacking because now we're at a certain distance that they know that they can attack. So nope, they're
That's
not gonna
great.
attack me.
So it's kind of like you've got that second to second loop, right, from running, and then this minute to minute where they're kind of checking for you to see if you're there. And then you can kind of go into the next stages of your game loop, which is actually solving the puzzle in this room.
Yeah, let me defeat this guy. All right, stay there. I now I can use these boxes to press these switches. Let's move east, 3 squares, and now move south. Let's say just 1 square. Let's see what happens, and then, all right, I'm at the other side of the wall. Now there are more.
Okay, those are some fancy for loops, I gotta say. Got you over there. Watch out for those guys. There's a couple more. I see 2. One in the back corner.
Okay. He said, oh, I got out of stamina. Okay. All right. I have to go there now, but I need to go over these platforms. For the sake of time, I'm going to let you know a little bit of a secret here of how you can solve this.
You're gonna give it away? Really? Yeah, all right. Well, maybe you should. I think, it's kind of nice that everybody's kind of hanging out with us today and trying out Terminal 2 for our first Tuesday. Maybe you should go ahead and let them know.
All right. So if you want to brag with your friends, you can solve this a lot quicker this way. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to totally ignore these first two platforms, and I'm gonna use these 2 to get there. So probably I want to get up here. All right, let me see. I cannot jump there. All right. So so now if I place the block here, I can get to the platform. So okay, I'm getting rid of this stuff. I'm moving east 1 unit, so I don't want it to glide with the platform and then go up. See? All right, that worked. So here now I can climb up here if you let me.
Haha, I do that all the time. There you go. You landed.
All right, so I don't think I can get there. Yeah, I think I can get there.
That was so close. Go again. Run.
There we go.
Awesome.
Now I'm going to move this bad boy over here and move it to the other thing, the other switch. Okay. Let's move east 1 unit, 1 more unit, and this should be okay. All right.
Awesome. Yet another great for loop.
All right.
You made it.
I made it. I don't want to. I think I've revealed too much at this point.
Yeah, I think that's enough talking about for loops and while loops within this world, and you gave away a lot of hints. So guys on the other side watching us play today, let's see what happens when you get to the other side. But I would love to have everyone join us and play. So Alejo, do you think it's time for us to move over to Frog Squash?
All right, let's do that.
Awesome. Okay, everybody watching and joining us, please go ahead and play Frog Squash.
So
follow Alejo on the screen. He'll show you how to get there.
I'm gonna go back to the Terminal 2 webpage again for someone that just got on the stream. You can click on here and start playing now. You can select one of the games from the list. Let's get Frog Squash. Thankfully, I have it already loaded in another tab. So, all right. On Frog Squash, we are going to help this little frog to get as far as they can, avoiding all kind of obstacles. So, yeah. I want to start with Daisy.
Easy. Oh, come on. All right. Well, yeah. You know what? Go ahead. I want you to be successful. So please.
Yeah. Let's start with easy. When you feel a little bit more confident with your game skills, you can start playing the hardest modes. All right. So in this game, we're going to control the brains of this frog. So you want to tell the frog to move forward, backward, right, left, and we're going to place these instructions into this canvas, or this is going to be the brain of our frog. I'm going to close the tutorial for now. You guys can read it on your own time, but I'm going to show you how it works. So let's say I want to get this coin over here. So I think I will have to move forward, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then 1 to the left. But there's these wheels coming.
Yeah,
So
I'd be careful. Those look like spiky. That frog's not going to survive.
yeah, they might end up squashing my frog. So I'll move left and first, and then move forward 4 times. So,
Wow.
right.
That's a lot of code. All right, well, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Left. Oh, I needed to go left 1 more time. Okay, okay. We're good. We're good. If we move 1 to the left, we should get the coin. There we go.
Whoop,
Oh no!
whoop, whoop. Oh,
I got
Alejo.
squashed.
And this is on easy, Alejo. Come on.
Programming is hard. No, it's not. All right, so I got a lot of code here. So what if we use some loops to help me out here? I'm going to get rid of all of that, and I'm going to use my repeat function. All right, and then I want the player to go forward, to go left 1 time, and then go forward 4 times, right?
Yep.
So I can add a move left over here outside of the repeat, and then I'm going to place the move forward. Now let's click run. Oh, there's an error here.
Ah, can you debug this?
Yeah, do you know what might be the problem here?
Well, I kind of see where we've been talking about repeating, and we've talked about sometimes you do it based on a certain number, and sometimes you do it based on conditions. It seems like you might be missing a number of times that you want to repeat that forward.
Yeah, that's right. The count field is empty. So I'm going to close this error window and go here to repeat. Then where's the question mark here? And I'm going to use 4. This will tell the loop to repeat 4 times. This is a for loop. So let's start this.
Well, it looks a lot
Right.
better.
Oh.
Ah, wow.
You know what? I'm going to take the left out and then I'll move forward. Okay.
There you go. Awesome.
It moved ahead 4 times and then stopped. So
Ooh, I see some more coins. I also see some chests. Do you think you can use one of your for loops to get to either a coin or a chest?
yeah, I'll need to avoid these guys over here. So let's wait. Let's wait 3 seconds.
Ah, I see you're setting some conditions. We're not going to talk a lot about conditions today. That might be another Tuesday, but let's see what happens.
I want to use the wait to just stand there and wait for the enemies to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, all right. We're there. I think
What?
now I can't wait here. If I wait, this blob is going to hit me. So I take that out.
You better get rid of that one.
And now I want to move forward 2 more times to get here.
Aha, you're making it. And for those of you that are playing along, you actually might have a slightly different setup, but hopefully you guys are also trying out your for loop at home while you're playing with us.
Yeah, every time you play the game, there's a whole new level according to the difficulty that you select. So now I want to go and grab this chest. So I'm going to move to the left. Let's move it 8 times because we're going to try to get as much coins as possible. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Woot woot.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Now let's do the same, but going forward. You know what? Let's do 6 times. Not as much. Okay. There we go.
Nice. Nice. And you've got one more coin. You got really lucky with this level.
No, I'm good at this game.
Okay, yeah, I should be nice. Yeah, you're so great at this. Well, I do have a challenge for you.
Really?
Yeah, I do. What if you were to, let's say, restart? And do you think that you could get 10 points while only using one repeat?
10 points while using only one repeat. All right, let me.
One for loop. And if you guys are playing along at home, I'd love for you guys to try that too.
Oh boy, this level, I didn't got lucky with this level. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, this might be a challenge.
This might be a challenge.
Well, that's why we're here. We're presenting challenges both for you, Alejo, because you don't have enough in your day, and also for everyone at home.
All right, I'm going to set this loop into infinite, so it just keeps
What does that
repeating,
mean?
repeating.
Oh, it just keeps going? Oh.
Yeah, it just keeps going until I'm squashed. So let's see if this works. No, that's not going to work like that. Let's move a little bit to the right. I'm sorry. And then move forward. Okay, okay. 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
But
Oh. All right, I know you can do this.
I can do this. Let's see.
You might have to get squashed a few times.
Yeah, I got that. This is my last life, so maybe
we can always start over.
Maybe you guys at home can do better than me.
Score 6. All right, try it one more time. One more time. And I'm going to keep you to just one loop on this.
All right.
Then maybe I'll let you do something like with some conditions and really see how far you can go.
Okay. This should be much better. No, wait.
All right, I'll let you use the weight. That's fine. Or else I don't think you'd ever be able to do this.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to be able to do this. Okay.
Oh, there you are again. Don't forget, it needs to know for how long.
Yes, that's it. And it didn't have anything inside of it either. So take a deep breath and then go frog. So let's do that again. Let's wait. It just jumped in front of it.
Oh, I feel like this next run's gonna be. I think you might, I don't know. Oh no.
Oh, I got blocked by the rock. I won't be able to cross here with that.
No,
that
okay,
rock.
So we'll let you jump ahead to conditions, but go ahead and add one if you want.
I'm going to add one. This is a condition where it's going to detect an obstacle to know there's a rock in front of it. So if there is a rock in front of it, let's move to the left. Else, let's just move forward. So what it's going to do now, it's going to repeat this condition 8 times. It's going to ask, is there an obstacle in front of me? If it is, the frog will move to the left. If there's not, it's going to move forward.
All right.
Let's see what happens. So now, aha.
Oh, well, you did it. You got 11.
I did it.
That is awesome. Alejo, all right. I think that is how you use the repeat to at least get 10. And this is why we have you as one of our designers.
I'm happy to be here.
Wow. All right. Well, maybe do we need one more challenge? Do we want everyone on the other side to give it a shot? I think we do. And this is a challenge for you guys while you're watching and for the rest of this week. We actually want you to play Frog Squash and put some repeats and put those loops in, put those for loops in, and send us a screenshot either through email, if your parents are on social media, if you're old enough to be using social media and you have those accounts, just tag us and send us your high score at Terminal 2. Alejo, do you want to show us a great, an example of a screen that they might want to send us?
Yeah.
Something like this if your score was 10, but you want to set it up to see if we can get there? Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I think
That's a perfect screen right there.
I'm doing better this time.
You
All
really
right.
are. See what happens when I didn't have you under pressure. Um, well, this is great. Well, and speaking of prizes, I'd actually like to introduce you to one more of our friends that's here with us today. And she's got some exciting information to share. And Alejo, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you got a score of 16. As you exit, your best score yet. So thank
Yeah.
you, Alejo.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm going to do some more work on games on the next coming games. So talk to you next time.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Talk with you soon.
Bye.
Bye, Alejo. Hi, Katie. So great to have you here.
Hi, Virginia. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Katie is a community manager that works with us at Endless Studios. And she is going to tell us a little bit about our Terminal 2 raffles. Go ahead, Katie, take it away.
Yes, so the raffle, who doesn't love prizes? So for this raffle for Terminal 2 Tuesdays, everyone who signed up this past week at terminal2.com/summer got an entry to the raffle. They also got an entry to our grand prize raffle, which happens in a couple weeks on August 4th.
Oh, that's great. Wow, look at that cool swag. So I got to tell you, this is great. I'm so glad we're doing this raffle because what I'm hoping is that we might get some too. In particular, I want that water bottle. I want the t-shirt. I could use the backpack because we go on lots of hikes now. They look pretty cool. So
Yeah.
How do they win next week?
So, if you're really into all this great swag, which additionally, I think that backpack would be awesome.
Is
In
that a hint?
order,
Is that a hint, Katie? Is that a
just a
hint?
little, it's
Okay,
fine. We'll see if there's any extras.
nice.
So the prizes, we'll be picking additional winners next week. So if you'd like to enter, you just saw Alejo play a bunch of frog squash. You can tag us or send us screenshots of your high scores in frog squash using your loops in order to enter for next week's raffle, which you can also get these awesome swag prizes.
That's awesome. Well, who won this week?
So we picked 2 winners this week, and there will be 2 winners next week. So this week's winners, we have congratulations to Sudhaka27, and apologies if I mispronounced your usernames, and Kapokuapu. Wait,
Kwapaku.
Kawapaku.
90. Yeah,
90.
it's great. I hopefully these guys and these guys or gals are watching and they are super excited. This swag will be coming to you through the month of July. So we'll be getting those out soon. And what else do they get?
Yes. So if you've won, please email us so we know where to send your prizes. And if you've entered the contest for this week or next week, you've been entered also to the grand prize.
That's pretty cool. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the grand prize? Craig, do you want to take us to the next slide? All right.
Awesome. So yes, who doesn't love grand prizes on top of normal weekly prizes? This is insane. You guys are too generous. So whoever gets picked for the grand prize, we will be sending you all of the swag bag that you've already seen, of course. Additionally, you get Terminal 2 game codes. So any games that you find on Terminal 2, they get to be yours. And last but not least, you get a voucher to join Terminal 2 presented by Endless Studios courses to make your own games. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, a little bit about the course, you guys. It's a 2-week course where it's over 30 hours of instruction. You get to kind of do it at your own pace, but every day somebody's online to talk with you, and you'll also meet other participants in the class. So it's a pretty cool course where you actually get to play and participate with the pros, those of us that are making games. You might get to meet Alejo again while you're participating in the course. So it's kind of exciting. That summer camp is actually starting in August, and then it's just going to continue out the fall and the school year. So I'm pretty excited about starting to offer this course. Now, just as a reminder, Craig, can you take us back to the slide before this? We're just going to remind everybody on how to participate. So how do
Yes.
you qualify for next week's raffle?
All right. So now that you know what the prizes are, I almost kind of want to enter too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Frog Squash. I'm going to use those loops I just learned about and try to get a huge score, traveling as far as I can with my little frog, making sure he doesn't get squashed. And then I'll take a screenshot of that high score and I can send it to Terminal 2 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Discord. Or you can email us if you aren't on social media and still want to enter. You can see our social media links here. If you'd like, please share with your friends and your parents. We want everyone to get involved with this. Learning code is so cool and making your games is so fun. So just let everyone know, and maybe you'll be making a game with your friends in the future.
I know, super awesome. So what's great about Terminal 2, you guys, is that it's up, it's live. You can play it anytime. So just log in and play our games. You can also download our full games if you would like to do that. So talk to your parents about that. And what's great is we'll be here every Tuesday. Guess what? That's a loop. A loop. Every Tuesday through July. We will be looping here just so you can see us. We'll be chatting with you and playing new games and learning new concepts. Katie, it's been great having you here. Would you want to come back? We'd love to have you.
Of course. Yes. Who doesn't love game design and prizes? I'd love to help.
Yahoo! Yay! So you guys, we're going to have Katie with us starting next week, and I might pop in and out, so you may or may not see me again. But I'm kind of excited to be on the other side and kind of watching you guys and learning from you, because I have a lot to learn too. And please, you guys, reach out to your friends, invite them to the next Terminal 2 Tuesday. They can find us at theterminal2.com/summer. And Katie, you want to tell them again about our Discord channel, if they have access to Discord, or if they want to log in with their parents, and go ahead and tell them about Discord and chatting. And again, one more time about that raffle.
Yeah, so join our Discord. There's a lot of cool people in there. You can chat with your friends, ask us about the games, post your screenshots, and remember, like, getting that screenshot up there for Frog Squash enters you into the raffle. So come join us. We'd love to have you.
All right, you guys, that is coming to a close, but Tuesday hasn't ended yet. So that minute to minute loop is going to keep on happening to the end of the day. And then you'll have to wait till next Tuesday. I know you guys are pretty bummed, but I promise we will be back, because that's part of our for loop. And you know what? That's it for the week. Thanks, you guys, for joining us for our very first Terminal Tuesday. And don't forget to sign in next week. We can't wait to see you.